Hey everybody, we are back and we are live again. We are kicking off with Phoenix franchise here in just a moment. I have got to run inside and man the inside command center. I'm still in the man cave command center, so give me just a moment. I'll be right with you guys. I'm eager to get started tonight. Looks like we still got Tarek loading in, but we will be needing him tonight, so I'm glad that he's here too. We've got newcomers Wrath and Steve, so we are ready to rock and roll there as well. Excuse me, give me just a moment. I'll get inside and we'll get kicked off. There he is.
I'm here. I was on an important phone call. Sorry. Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
Joe just ran out a little bit for a second.
Cool.
Hey guys, thanks for being patient with me for just a minute.
What's up, man?
Not much. I like the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting a little bit back there. Starting to come back in.
look
Actually,
very
I need to shave it again.
very soldier like. I'm going for that more urban Israeli soldier look, I suppose. All right, I think they can grow beards in the Israeli army. I'm not sure.
Pretty much
Anyway,
every army but ours.
well, even some of the Nords are now getting the ability to grow their beards out. There's been a couple of guys that have won that right
Rightly
as a
so.
religion. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's really no reason not to, unless maybe you're in the grime and then you'll want to shave it anyway. But
Yeah.
religious reasons, I'm down for that, man. So moving forward, tonight we revisit our wonderful crew, the Phoenix franchise crew. Let me get you to the map we have here. When last we met, ye had two ships that you were traveling amongst. All right. Now, the Zephyr,
Are we?
and
Are
yes,
we on roll 20?
yes, we are on roll 20. The Zephyr, which is manned by uh, Tarek Ironman and his crew, his buddy. Shh. And what did you guys name yours again? Velendor? You remember that.
We name what?
Your ship,
Oh
the
gosh,
Shiny
The
Pearl.
assistant to the regional Zephyr.
I think I wrote it down.
The Shiny Pearl or something like
The
that.
Dazzling Pearl.
Dazzling Pearl. That's what it was. The
By,
Dazzling Pearl.
by the way, Joe, I'm pretty sure we are at the docks at the moment.
Okay. All right. So then we've got. All right. So who's giving us our recap for the evening? And for this recap, you will get an inspiration and an inspiration given to a person of your choosing.
Nice.
Because it's been a bit since we played last.
I volunteer Gavin, and I volunteer myself as his extra point.
Question, Joe. If I do the recap, since I already have an inspiration, can I just give it to two other people?
Yes.
All right. So last we were off, I do believe we had made it to port.
After yes. Go ahead.
Me and Son went to go sell off the ink while the rest went to the
Right.
bar. They got stupendously drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe they asked a few questions around. Eventually, some shady looking people came into the bar later in the night looking to kill our friends. And our friends just said, fuck it, wait till the morning. And in a bout of despair, they kind of just said fine and sat down at the bar. And I do believe after going to sell the squid ink, went out to the different churches, spread the word of Timora, the good goddess of luck, and then was coming back to the ship where we saw more of those shady fellas outside of the bar.
Uh-huh. Okay. I do recall your shadiness in the bar situation. So
hmm? I do believe that some of those shady people had went to our ship to talk to Sun as well.
Correct. They followed me to the ship, pretty much. Me and the Son were looking at them, having a discussion over the ship.
Okay. All right. So the shady individuals. Okay.
Somebody come back to get their revenge or something, wasn't it? Didn't somebody get kicked off the ship? Am I imagining things?
No, there was somebody that got kicked off the ship and he was coming back for his revenge.
Didn't I kick someone off of my ship?
Mm-hmm. The doof.
Is that who we're talking about?
Yeah, the doofy ass. Mm-hmm. It's just been a while since we ran this game.
I'm almost kind of glad I didn't stay at the bar. It would have been me against those guys at the bar, and everybody else would have been drunk, passed out.
Well, you know, we had some some successes with our persuasion game. Talked him down.
Luckily.
Yeah, and so with respect to that, the night was dealt with, the revenge was handled. No real hands changed place. If I recall correctly, your main goal in this is to have met with excuse me. The main goal is to have met with uh Alistair, Markane, and the others, correct?
I do believe so, but I don't think we ever got around to that.
No, you hadn't, because you still hadn't got through that evening.
Yeah, that was the next day, and then shady characters got involved.
Yeah. Yeah, and the shady characters were bribed and paid off. Don't worry about them. Okay. All right. So you do have that meeting with Markane and the others that morning as well. The shady characters were paid off. Don't worry about them.
Quick question, Joe. Do we get the inspiration?
Yes, you do get the inspiration, so give it to who you see fit.
So who doesn't have inspiration at the moment?
There it is.
I don't.
Sorry, guys, for all the noise.
I do believe that was Merrick that just spoke.
No, that was.
No.
Tarek, I don't have an inspiration.
I don't think nobody should really have inspiration.
I have one from doing a recap before, and if I remember right, we get to carry those over. If we
I
use them.
let you carry that one over. Yep.
Tarek,
Okay.
take one.
Thank
Give
you.
1 second.
Yeah, I wouldn't have one either, but
There it is. Stupid
So
thing.
what, Merrick and Tarek?
sure.
You know, Valendor in this game.
Valid,
Yeah.
actually.
Merrick, Iron Man.
That's nice.
So Valendor and Merrick, take your inspiration then.
Aha, there's my notes. That's the one I wanted. Okay.
Inspiration.
All right.
There we go. Save. There we go. I was gonna say.
Sorry about that. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Runewin's name and the crew's name is getting around. The shady individuals. It was the kind of daft individual that had gotten thrown off the ship. And they were talking about taking revenge and everything. But they were paid off by some royals to get lost, even given a small vessel, because the negotiations and the discussions that you are to have today are much more important than the sworn fealty of a fool, as it's thrown out by Alabaster. So the larger of the two centaurs.
Nice.
We should not worry about the games of fools when we have other things to discuss. As of course, I'm not sure that I described it fully last time, but as you awake that morning and head to the ports, you do see troops being ushered in from the various areas of Selenia. In fact, you see troops from just about every region with the exception of the Lodoxan tribes. The Lodoxans haven't seemed to send anyone in just yet. Um, but excuse me, let me share. Well, I guess I can't share, but I can give you maybe a copy of the map. Let me know if you can access this. If not, maybe you can access this. Can you see either of those?
I see a login screen. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. Let me try the other one. Yep, the other one worked.
Okay. So the Selenian regions there, the Leostad tribes seem to have given up a couple of regiments of Leonin warriors. Looks like the elves and the centaurs have given readily of a few regiments. So all in all, you're looking at probably a steady 2 divisions of troops that look like they're ready to be bored. Bored shitless until they get to the other continent, right? But they have been essentially been given orders to head from the northern region ports, which aren't very large, but they're to head up along the beach there from the northern regions and up to Felgrath Tower as agreed upon the regions. So you are being asked to and of course you're being told this by um, Alabaster, who's good in confidence with you, the larger of the centaurs, at the docks. He's of course welcoming you aboard the vessel itself, which is the royal vessel, which is actually Alistair's vessel, and he uh, kind of ushers at Tarek and ushers at Tarek's big buddy there, and says, by all means, uh, come on in. We want to sit down. We want to begin some discussions with you. We have a couple of negotiations that we've had with Mary through some sending stone communication. We want to make sure that everybody is feeling good and everybody's on the right path. So if you would mind coming on in, um, Boscher kind of uh, says he'll stand back and wait at the gates with Bugs and um, uh, the Red Knight Corps member Nikolai. They're all kind of sitting on the docks.
Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while, so I could be wrong. But wasn't there some sort of issue with Bosture where he was like trying to double cross us or something, or did we get that squashed?
Jacoby
Okay,
Jacoby was the problem.
all right. For some reason, I thought he was involved in that too.
He was bribed. They
Okay.
were all bribed and bribed off.
So now he's unbribed.
Well, he's not being a bother to you now.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
was he was paid. It was kind of like a Han Solo type of operation. They were all paid off.
Right.
I I have to get things moving in the story to get everybody met up at the right time. So if you must know. Okay. So moving forward, Boster says he'll wait with the others. Um, okay, so Bugs and the others are out there on the docks. Then you've got, yep, they're welcoming you into the ship to sit down for discussions.
Hopefully, hopefully you didn't think I was like calling you out. I was just legit curious.
Oh no, no, not a big deal at all. Mm-mm. I would not feel. I don't feel like that at all. No, I wanted to make sure everybody understood why I was kind of jumping around a bit.
Yeah.
I want to get things moving so I can get you guys where I want you to be for chapter 3 of the story, which is also why I want to get Mike in a position where he can play and it's not too late in the evening, etc. All
So
right.
is that why he's not around right now? Because
Uh,
it's
yeah, it just he's got a big family and they do a lot of family stuff together, and so it's up early in the morning and moving and grooving and energy. Yep.
I don't personally. I don't know how anyone else feels, but I don't mind pushing it to an earlier time. Just need a little bit of notice. But otherwise, yeah.
we we can definitely talk about maybe doing Fridays a little bit earlier if Sun's up for that. I know he runs a game as well, so we'll have to talk about that later.
Yeah.
All right, too easy. So everybody's being ushered into this room, this ship. You may go in, you may not. It's up to you what you want to do. Um, but again, there are several legions of troops on the docks being ready to be transported, etc. Um, and again, you're being asked to uh, meet aboard the ship.
I'll go in and meet.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll go with.
Is our presence necessary or?
They're sending troops.
Yeah.
They're sending troops as per your agreement to arrive and participate in what they need.
I just meant like for Tarek personally, like if he doesn't need to be there, I'd probably go shoot the shit with the Leonin troops.
I mean, it's up to Tarek if he doesn't want to go.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tarek's
I
got
think.
his own boat, correct?
Mhm.
Hmm.
So he's technically not a part of my crew. So I mean, he makes his own decision.
That's
So
true.
I'm gonna go talk to the troops. See what the morale feels like.
Okay. Very cool. All right. So we've got one person heading over there to see the troops. We got another person. We got the others going out to talk. So Steve, what are you up to?
On a sun scat, so I'm doing whatever he tells me to do. Am I
Okay.
looking at the right map, the one with the two boats?
For the moment, I'm going to use the boat map for what I need to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going wherever Sun tells me to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll be with Sun.
All right. So here is. Oops. There's your ship there. I want to just use, I would say, this section here for what I need to do. Um, right here. So, so yeah, they meet you. They want to. Here we go. Where's my deer centaur male? There he is. There's the deer centaur. Now I need the regular one. There we go. That's alabaster. And then arcane is the more deer venison type one. Okay. And then we need to get Alistair. Mm, 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 mm. Just do that. Mm, mm, mm,
Venison sounds good.
mm. So they are happy to meet with you, and they say that uh, Alistair speaks up first and says, "We're very happy to have you here, Phoenix franchise of the Misled Moguls Corporation. Uh, we are curious if you could do one last job for us in return for our troops fighting for the Agrosian lands that you claim to be so uh, righteous and deserving of our help."
that was our main goal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it you need us to do?
Well, recently, some of our younger scouts in the area have uncovered uh, a layer of wyverns that we believe to be the wyverns that are creating issues for the local trade federations. These wyverns are in a large cavern under an old fort, and we could really use someone to take care of that problem. We thought maybe the Phoenix franchise could do this. We understand that you are steadily growing a fleet at this point as well. Kudos to you, Runewin.
I wouldn't call it a fleet. A few boats here and there. That's all it is.
He says, "Well, whatever you call it, sounds like your names are becoming as synonymous as Terex in the area. I understand that you took out not only a younger, a youthful, but an adult squid as well on your way here. Is that correct?"
Yes.
Well, for that we owe you. And for that we owe you a great deal of gratitude. he he kind of looks over and says to you, you know, the dragonborns that you keep, are they too from the islands of Agrosia?
Um, which dragon? Which what dragonborns do we have?
Uh, the Steve and Wrath.
Um, what were their origins? I don't remember.
They came from another dimension.
I do not recall.
And I'm going back there real soon.
Nice.
I don't judge where my people come from as long as they do what I tell them and they do it well and do not betray me. I don't question their loyalty.
And he kind of he kind of stands back and says, "Well, very well then. I've heard rumors of the Dragonborn off the Elysian coast, and we believe that they may have once come from Selenia. Uh, we find that to be very interesting, and would like to chat more about it over wine and dinner sometime. Just the same, the wyverns that we are dealing with, your team will look into their dispatching, or if not dispatching, at least deterrence from them bothering our trade federations
Do you
and
know
trade
their
caravans.
numbers?
Well, the young group that came through said that there were at least 6 that they saw, and the one who will need a great deal of medical care. Um, he claimed to see at least 2 brood of eggs down in the hole. So,
So six, maybe eight.
yes, fair enough to say. Of varying ages, from what I understand. 1 adult to 2 adults, maybe a couple of adolescents and a few children or youths.
How many people do we have here?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I feel like we may be able to do that.
6, and then you figure you have your auxiliary group, Bugs uh, and Nikolai.
Yeah, I feel like we're capable of doing that. Are you willing to supply us with any or like items that we may need to counter these wyverns?
He uh, he says yes, because we know that they're in a cavern. We will supply 2 barrels of black powder if you should so need or desire the need to block them in.
Okay.
But that is about all we can offer, other than our gratitude, and of course, free bed and food while you were in our realm.
I
The nation of Selenia thanks you.
I turn to my crew because I think most of my people are here, right, in the room with me.
Mm-hmm.
I tell them we're gonna fight some wyverns. Anybody object?
As long as we're fighting.
That nobody seems to object.
All right.
Quick question, Joe. Would
Mm-hmm.
I, would I as a Dragonborn be able to talk to wyverns?
Let me double check on that. I don't. I know that they're pretty intelligent. Um,
I imagine so. I think
think that, huh? Cream soda.
uh, they might not
You
be able
want
to
some?
communicate with him, but they might understand.
Kill him with my battle axe.
My prank drink worked on the misses. All right. Let's see. Yeah, everybody listens to battle axes. Uh, they don't have any languages, and their intel does not show that they are smart enough to do so. They are of the dragon family, but they're not intelligent like dragons. That much you know.
They're more a beast than an actual dragon. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they people have tamed them and they have been captured before for taming, etc. But that's yeah. Good luck if you're planning on that. So, but yeah, you're given a map to an old fort where you are supposedly able to find these um, wyverns.
Just a note, we can keep whatever we find, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And those younger wyverns, they should be pretty young, are they?
They should be pretty young. Yeah.
Ballpark them somewhere in the range of 400 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually pretty accurate.
I thought a couple of them were still in eggs.
There are a couple of broods of eggs,
Okay.
nests.
Can we eat wyvern eggs?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're delectable to some.
They're trainable, correct?
They are trainable.
All right.
Dig it.
They are very trainable.
All right, everyone, get your pick of wyvern egg.
I already have a raptor. I need a flying raptor now.
Yeah, you do.
See, I want a griffin.
Oh, there we go. I need to fix something real quick.
I'd love to take a wyvern as a pet. Shit.
They are trainable animals.
When I'm at one's head on the mast of the ship, is that okay?
That's cool too.
It's yeah the biggest one that they have.
Fairsies.
Love it, love it. I'm aligning something to a grid right now. Give me just a second.
Is it early in the morning, Joe?
It is. It's about 9 a.m.
Okay. All right, men. You have about 3 hours to prepare. We leave at noon.
Nice.
After lunch.
What about 11sies?
That's before lunch.
Oh.
Question: did those scouts determine what kinds of wyverns they are? Like what element?
What do you mean? What element?
Oh, don't wyverns have breath weapons or dragons?
I don't know. Do you have survival or history?
I mean, I'm a dragonborn.
You are.
I believe you're confusing wyverns with dragons.
Wyverns don't have, as far as you know, wyverns have stingers and not breath weapons.
But they also don't have any like elemental defenses.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No, they're not like their cousins. They're not as magically inclined. They're more of a flying lizard, literally a flying lizard. You're thinking maybe closer aligned with maybe like the arc wyverns, which is totally understandable because it's an extremely popular version of the wyvern right now.
It's like the Game of Thrones, or yeah, Game of Thrones wyvern.
Oh, are they considered wyverns? Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Well, they call them dragons, but really, I mean, they're wyverns.
They don't have 4 legs, do they?
Yeah, they have 2 legs.
Yeah, 2 legs of wyvern. Yeah. Or
If you guys, whenever you guys finish up, let me know because I kind of want to act out my little scene.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
like I said, we're meeting up around noon or after lunch, so 12:30 or so, to go fight these wyverns. So,
all right.
It's fine. I'm nursing a hangover.
Nice.
Y'all might want to get some earplugs because it might get a little bit loud in this cavern.
I do go seek out Tarek after this meeting.
Okay, Tarek, you are in front of what appears to be a Leonin general as he's readying his troops and getting them ready for battle. Probably not a general, probably more along the lines of like a colonel. Um, it's,
So I'm dealing with like like a brigade.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
And so,
that's a lot of
pardon?
troops.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And the Leonins are all hanging out, and the matriarch she's kind of looking over all the troops and dressing, making sure they all have their spears and their shields, and she is blessing people, you know, and kind of moving forward in that realm. Greek gods on the continent of Selenia. Um, and we'll talk more about that later. But she's kind of blessing them, getting them ready, and they're smacking their shields with their spears and yeah, 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 getting ramped up to board the ships and ride their month journey across the sea.
All right. So I'll walk up to the. Well, I mean, I'm probably already standing there. I'll go
Oh
ahead.
yeah.
I'll give the the colonel a traditional Leonin salute. I'm not necessarily in their ranks, but as a way to pay homage, pay my respects. Hello, Colonel.
Oh, Tarek Ironmane, we've heard of you.
Yes. I I want to address the troops. Is that all right with you?
Hmm. I suppose I could allow for one address. I have to take care of something, anyways. He steps aside for a moment and looks like he's uh, taking the big pile of boots that have been prepared for his troops because they don't wear boots. And he is distributing them to the locals as they come through.
All right. So are they kind of like, are they at attention? Or are they kind of
Mm-hmm.
like at ease? Or
They're kind of they banged their spears on their shields a few times, and they're all kind of just like hanging out, talking a little bit. The
but they
matriarch
definitely
is
like
coming
they're
through. She's ensuring everybody's ready for battle and has
okay.
everything they need. She's kind of a tribal leader.
All right, listen up, men, and any women lingering in the crowd. I am Tarek Ironmane, and I see a whole army of my countrymen standing before me. You stand in defiance of tyranny. Yeah. You may not realize it, because we are so far away from the fight. But if you do not fight, they will soon be knocking at our door too. So, ask yourself, do you want to live? Or do you want to run and hide? Every man dies, but not every man truly lives. So,
They
I need you all to be on your best behavior and give it to them Vorashian bastards.
Here, they're all kind of clasping their stuff, and the colonel kind of looks over at you. Not bad, not bad. Perhaps we'll see you and your troops, crew, whatever it is that you guys call yourselves. Perhaps we'll see you on the battlefield, Tarek Ironmane.
Oh, you can count on it, sir.
All right then. All right, everybody. Let's load up. We got about a 30-day trip ahead of us. Felgrath Tower's just beyond the sea. They start to line up and march forward, and you see a group of surgeons rush by you with a cloaked, hooded figure who appears to be missing a leg, and a couple others trudging past behind them. They kind of bump into you a little bit.
Uh-oh. You said surgeons?
Surgeons, yeah, they were running by you to a nearby tent.
were they were carrying a patient or?
Yeah, he looked humanoid. It's just a patient, humanoid looking.
All right, my curiosity is piqued. I'm gonna have to go check this tent out.
Okay, Runewin, your buddy just got done giving a rousing speech. Steve, are you guys with Runewin? Are you guys hanging out? What are you guys up to?
Whatever he tells me to do, bro.
Okay, Runewin.
Interesting speech, Tarek. We're going to kill Wyrens. Want to join me?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
I don't know. If it does, I'd kill it.
I don't know. I don't know if it does either, but the answer is yes. Hell yes.
All right, we're all meeting wherever I told everyone we're meeting at
Okay.
like afternoon, after lunch.
Probably back at the bar, I assume.
We'll meet at the bar and then depart.
You guys got room for me? I might leave my ship docked here for this one. Or are we not? Are we going on sea or where are we going?
You'll be heading out to an old temple, an old lair.
Are we going by land or are
By
we
land.
sailing around the coast or what?
By land.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm game.
All right,
Hmm.
the more the merrier. Killing birds.
Yep. Yeah. So
I guess I'll just follow you around then.
yeah, you're basically uh, given a small magistrate that's happy to explain to you what's been going on. So there there have apparently been some and no, this is not the Marvel trademark. Some green goblins that have come from Agrosia in small boats, crafts, what have you. They have set up shop in the wilderness. They have been a big nuisance in the woods. They've pushed out some of the red goblin populace. They just all in all and in general have been a large nuisance in the area. So they've sent out several small scouting patrols to figure out where these goblins are coming from, where the crates are being stolen and kept, what, basically what the hell's going on here. And so one crew had brought back, or one group, an adventuring company who's actually yet to have named themselves, from what I understand. The magistrate's telling you, came back. They had a guy who was pretty badly injured. They didn't say much about what was found at the lair, other than a large opening when a lever's pulled in a chest.
Is
Um,
he's standing there right now with us telling us this?
yeah, the magistrate is. He's reading off some notes.
A magistrate
Mm-hmm.
is do you know anything about this cavern? Is it pretty narrow or do you think we could get a ballista or two in there?
Well, the large cleric that I spoke with said that any of the hostels that were on the top floor, from what he understood, had been taken care of. Um, Jasu, I believe the name is. Here, there was a small excerpt. Uh, oh, actually, you know what? That's a prayer I have to get over to. Never mind. And he shoves the prayer in his pocket. They had a friend who was badly injured getting this information for us. Apparently, there's a small lever in a chest that, when pulled, opens a
Wait,
hole to a wyvern cavern.
wait a minute. You
Yes.
said someone who was injured?
Yes, the surgeons have him in a tent now.
Runwin, I think it might be in our best interest to go see if this man or woman is conscious to pick his or her brain.
Uh, I guess so. They're just wyverns. But I guess if you want to go or you want to go find talk to this man, we can. I guess I should
Well,
look at him, anyways, just to
I'll
make sure he's
tell
okay.
I'll tell it like this. It certainly wasn't just a wyvern that almost burned my town to the ground.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So you guys go to the surgeon's tent. There's a couple of guards outside. They're Leon, and they look at the dragonborn up and down real good. You look like admirable foes. Tarek, you keep company like this, you might just live through this war. And he pulls the curtain back. Are you trying to see a friend?
Aye.
He ushers you all in and kind of stops Steve and Wrath for a second. Come by the soldier's tent later.
For
Ooh.
what purpose?
Well, camaraderie. Like to learn who we're going to be in battle with.
Fair enough. May the blessings of Timora be with you.
I've been hearing more and more about this. Just in town today when we've been in the local area, but just the same, interesting this time, Mora. They they go back to hanging out. Uh, there's a young roguish looking character. Looks like they've been stabilized, and it looks like they're being measured for a prosthetic right now. And they are, of course, in bed, hurting pretty good. They've only recently come back to consciousness, but they, yeah. I mean, what kind of stuff are you looking to know? The doctor said you can ask them a couple of questions, but um, make it brief because we don't want to overstrain the patient.
Okay. Does anyone else have a question they want to ask?
I look at the patient, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I can do to help him? I'm
Are
gonna
you are
use
you
medicine.
well, you're a cleric. Medicine. Yeah, you can help them measure him for a prosthetic.
That's all he needs. Is he just missing an arm?
He's missing a leg, yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing else wrong with him. He's just
Unless you
missing a
got a
leg.
spell, yeah. Unless you got a spell that'll get his leg
Someone,
back.
can someone prestidigitation him to make him feel good about himself? Prestidigitation.
I mean, I don't have a spell yet,
Yeah.
but yeah, you said he was like exhausted or whatever like that. I was actually wondering if he was like, there was something else like medically had issues with, or is just
No, that's it. He lost a leg and it was bit off by one of these wyverns. They've got his leg. It's
I
in
can
the
see if
belly
I
of one of
can't get your leg back.
them. Hunter, if you want to play your other character for this, you can.
What'd you just say, son?
I can see if I can get your leg back.
That would be much appreciated if it's in a usable state.
Well, it might have been a little digested by now.
Who are you guys, and what you want?
I'm planning on killing wyverns. My friend Tarek here wanted to speak with you
What's
before we left.
so you were in the lair with these beasts?
I shit ton of them in there, is there?
What kind of wyverns are we dealing with? Do they have any kind of breath attacks, or is it just all physical and claws and
Well,
bitey stuff?
if they do have breath attacks, I certainly didn't see them. But then again, I I managed to run them through the ringer by hiding in the huge amount of gold that's right
Derek,
at the
have you been
bottom.
speaking with Luckboy again? They're not dragons.
But yeah, no, as far as I know, it's just physical attacks. There is a ginormous mound of gold essentially in the middle of the room, and the room is extremely dark.
I thought you said they want dragons. Since when do
Just because they
wyverns
have
hold
gold does
gold?
not mean they're dragons.
Yes, but I've never known wyverns to hoard gold.
One thing you should know, that door that keeps them in seems to be magically sealed. They can't seem to get through that door without somebody pulling the lever. So use that information as you will.
Yeah,
And
with that, the patient passes back out from exhaustion. Sorry,
no, that's
that's
fine.
that's what you get.
I go, ding, revivification. Wake up.
Oh, okay, you're awake again. Damn it.
I'm kidding. Not that.
I say
oh,
I can
what
stick a
is it?
finger in his
No, he's not. He's not awake.
in his leg wound.
He's out.
Maybe we could bring back some wyvern bone to make him a leg.
Hmm. That's a good point. Can we collect the scale and use it to make armor? Hmm.
Nobody's done that.
Poor Sap went down there into a deep dark hole to find to run into several dragons, lost a leg. I feel like a little wyvern bone leg wouldn't hurt him.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Steve, Wrath, Velendor,
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Runewin,
prick this
Tarek.
guy and get a piece of his blood.
Oh, you're gonna get a little bit of this guy's blood. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta find his leg.
Yeah, you can get a little bit of his blood. That's not hard. It's still dripping from the bandage on his leg.
That's fine. I'll just take
So,
that because
yeah.
I need to use that as a locator for his other part.
Give me back that leg, you
His-
bastard.
If his leg is like partially digested, could you use mend on it to like?
You could use. I mean, it would.
Could you use mend to make it like whole again?
I can use mend if as long as I have all the parts.
It would. It would. Look. It would. I think it's going to be scarred beyond all recognition, but cure spells could take care of this.
No. We're mending it.
Okay.
I have personal interest in this.
Why
leg
is it all
outside of
leathery?
game. Outside of game, I have personal interest in this leg.
Yeah, that's
He's gonna go like full metal alchemist on that leg. It's gonna have like wyvern scales on it.
I love
freaking
making my
two
games,
heads sticking out of it.
I love making my games intersect with one another. So thank you for allowing me to do so. Um, okay, so yeah, you've got the map to this thing. Are you guys heading to the tavern for a little nightcap? What are you heading out right away for this lair now that you know there's hordes of gold? Are you going to research a little bit more about wyverns and dragons? What are you doing? I need to know what your thoughts are. And you can practically do anything in this town you want with the exception of getting away with murder because well there are troops on every damn corner and Selenia is a nation state. It's not a continent divided. It is a
how
I have a couple people that's following me. That's my minions, right?
Mhm.
how far away? Like how long of a travel do we have? How far away is this place we're going?
The place you're going, mapped out by the young crowd, is about a day and a half's travel by foot. If you have a horse, you can get there by the end of day.
That's interesting. Should we maybe consider getting like a carriage? And
No, Tarek, you and we're gonna go relax at the bar. This is what I'm gonna do. Sit there and go. I stare at one of my dragonborns like you, and I think that's Jerry's character is a dragonborn, correct?
See,
I need you to go research weaknesses of the wyverns that we're going to be fighting. So I need to know wyvern weaknesses.
Reading ain't my strong suit, Chief, but if that's what you want, that's what
But
you want.
as soon and take Luck Boy with you. Maybe he'll be lucky and find out. And then as soon as you find that out, see if you can't procure some actual items actually be able to actually
I,
use to actually fight these things.
I can tell you
Uh,
one thing. They don't like getting harpooned in the belly.
we need we need stuff that we can travel with. Who else is one of my minions here? What other minion do I have, or another person that's in part of my crew that I can actually order around?
Velendor.
I'm standing
Velendor,
there with with the fiddle.
I need you to procure us food,
All right. I
food
can.
and travel. So we need horses. You do not need to get a horse for me, but you need a horse big enough for Tarek, and then the whoever else is coming with us.
Okay. I will go get some horses and food.
Correct. And I need
Mr.
meat for
Runway.
my raptor. So make sure you have plenty of meat.
Some fresh meat.
Mr.
Is there anything else
Runway.
we need, Tarek?
Truth.
You know,
Just go to the bar and drink some beer.
All right.
get some
off to the
goats
bar.
to distract the wyverns with, man. They're hungry.
Mr. Runwin,
What?
is there any funds?
You
that
can
we
do that
get-
if you want, Jerry.
Is there any funds that we get to spend for the supplies that we were meant to procure?
Of course. Just don't go overboard.
Yes, sir.
I
What
think
about
the Hordist has the night off.
He is our hordist.
what about goats
Oh, that's
stuffed
right.
with explosion or explosives? and then
Exploding goats.
and then the wyverns eat the goats stuffed with explosives and blow up.
I like where you're going with it, Tarek, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Don't waste food.
Yeah, I'm down, man.
It's like a Trojan horse for your belly.
All right, everyone has their assignments. Break. We'll meet up at the bar when you're done.
Team go.
All right.
I go to make quick work of making arrangements for horses and food for the
Truth.
morning.
Truth says to you, for something like Tarek and the Dragonborns, you'd need a Clydesdale.
I think you're right. We're gonna have to look for this horse personally.
Or a cart.
Or his cart.
Where would I find information on the wyverns?
You can go to the library. There's a local hunting lodge. Those two places would be very good places to go.
Oh, that's kosher. I actually meant like in a book where I could read about them.
Oh, yeah, library or one of the hunting cabins, lounges.
How about this here, Steve? I'll go to the library, you go to the hunting lodge. Sound good?
So long as we're not together.
Off we go.
All right. So off he goes to do his research, and off you go to do your research. Velendor, with the right amount of money, you can get the horses and the food pretty darn quickly. It's not too difficult. Is there any specifics you're looking for in the horses?
Not really. I'm just looking for regular horses and then something really good and beefy for Tarek.
Okay.
I was the hordist. Did someone take over, or am I still in that role?
I've, as far as I know, I've just been taking down what loot we've been gathering.
Because I know I have to look for sure, but I think we had in my inventory, anyways, we had about 12k gold.
Yeah, no, all I have is like 200 gold for
No, we had a lot of gold.
Well, Runewin is a halfling, right?
No, you're mixing up games.
Oh,
I'm a dwarf.
Sorry, he's a dwarf, so he's going
Ruin
to
has a
need
raptor.
a pony. Oh, he's got a raptor. That's right. So for the Dragonborn and the Leonin, you're looking at 1,200 gold pieces for war horses for them.
Um, um,
Or if you want to go draft horse, you're looking 50 gold per draft horse. Riding horse is 75, but I would think for them you'd probably need a war horse. Certainly wouldn't find any elephants. Not on this end of the continent.
can I don't know.
So if you guys have 12K,
No.
up to you.
Yeah, I don't know what we had before I started doing this, so
Whatever those big horses were, but I'm gonna offer them 900 for them.
For the three of them. So
Yeah.
that'd be 100 off each.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like these things are gonna get eaten by wyverns anyways. Don't just it's like we need these to get to the wyverns that we're gonna kill. All right.
Well, wait a minute. I want
Okay.
to make this my pet.
well, he will sell you. Go ahead and roll your persuasion on that to see if you can get it. You were trying to lie to him. Nice. That's funny.
Let's be real, the wyverns aren't coming.
So okay, yeah, you do an okay job. I'll give you the three of them for 900, and then you figure you got a 30 gold pony for the dwarf. Or no, sorry, he's got a raptor. Never mind. I keep thinking about that.
Right.
3 for 900 or 900 a piece.
No, 3 for 900.
Damn.
Yeah, because they're usually 400 a piece. You got a $300 discount or a 300 gold discount. Then you figure. Oh my gosh. Saddle, riding saddles, 10 gold purse. That's another 30. Then you need a horse too.
Yeah.
The riding horse for you is going to be 70. So that's another 110 total.
Fair.
So that'll get you guys good to go. If you want saddlebags, that'll be another 16 gold pieces. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need a couple saddlebags.
You never know what you're going to find out there.
Yeah.
And what horse is going to get eaten and which one isn't.
Right. Which, yeah.
couldn't we have a cart for any parts of the wyverns we salvage?
That's true. Might not be a bad idea to have a cart or a bag of holding. I think you guys have a few bags of holding though.
We have a couple bags of holdings.
Yeah. So that's not a big deal.
Because I think, yeah, you got the from our from the thing from
I thought you. Yeah.
yeah, our person that holds our treasure is supposed to have a magical bag of holding from it.
Yeah,
too.
Tarek's got one.
Yeah.
From headquarters. Yep. From the big talking heads. Actually, from the same realm that Steve and Wrath are from.
What's the max weight on those? Is it like 500?
Carrying capacity on the war horse is 540. On Velendor's horse, it's 480. But I figure that if you think about it, that you also cut the, by how much your character weighs on that too. So, yeah. All right. So if you guys ride, but yeah, we got to go over to Jerry first, and then I'm going to go over to Wrath. So, Steve, you head over to the hunting lodge. I don't have a map for the hunting lodge, but we can just chat it out. You're welcomed when you arrive. There's an elvish gentleman there. Goes by the name of Stephen. very similar name to yours. He says, "Oh, I am Stephen. I'm one of the better hunters in the area here. Are you looking for some kind of bait? Is there something I could be of help with you as far as an arrow tip's concerned? What I guess what I'm saying here, sir, is how can I help you?
Yes, yes, and tell me everything you can about wyverns.
Ah, the wyvern. Well, wyverns themselves, you got to watch out for them a little bit. They got those stingers. You want to watch out for those. Now those stingers, they can they can poison you and they can kill pretty quickly. So you want to watch out for stingers. Claws, of course, you got some claws on their wings. Not like dragons, of course. They got two feet, two wings with some claws on the wings. But the bite's pretty nasty. You want to watch out for that. It can take a man's limbs clean off if you're not careful. Um, where are you going to hunt those at? I mean, most of them just fly around stealing sheep or hang out over the ocean catching whales or squid or anything else they can. What?
Well, once you tell me about the bait, I'm going to go put it out in the middle of the street and see if we can catch one. No, I don't know. They didn't tell me where I'm going. I'm just here for information, dude.
Ah, the working man. I get it. I get it. Well, come on out back. He opens the door. Come on.
Okay.
He leads you on out. He seems like a crotchety, pissy elf.
Oh, we should get along just fine.
Yeah, he kind of leans over the edge of the banister and points out to the goats in the yard. Now, those three over there, they've been piss shitting themselves for about 2 weeks, so uh, they'll make plenty of aroma for anything that might want to eat them. Now, that's for your bigger creatures, your lions, your tigers, uh, your big predators. So if the wyvern's hungry enough, they'd probably eat one of those. I could, well, let me see my price sheet here. Find out what I can offer them to you for. Yeah, I do 4 gold apiece is what I could probably do on those.
I'm sorry. Did you say 4 gold apiece?
4 gold apiece, what I could do on those.
I couldn't honestly see paying more than 6 for them.
I understand that. For the pair,
Of course, for the pair. What am I going to do with one goat?
that's a good. I like the way you think, sir. Well, tell you what, go ahead and take a look at them there. Make sure they're exactly what you want, and go ahead and roll for me, Jerry. Persuasion.
Okie dokie.
Thank you, my friend.
Perception, persuasion. Click.
Clickety click.
14.
Okay, 14. All right, he kind of looks at you. Yeah, I could let them both go for about 6 gold pieces. That'd be fine. If you want any of the babies, those are going to be 2 gold apiece. So, and I can't budge from them.
All right, we'll go the 2 adults and 2 of the babies for 10 gold.
All right, then. He kind of.
You want to spit on it?
Yeah, he puts his hand out. All right. I'll have those goats boxed up for you. Do you have a cart, or you just want them tied to the back of the horses? How are we doing this?
We'll tie them to the back of the horses.
All right, I'll have them delivered. You're staying at where, sir? You're staying obviously at the tavern, but
It's a tavern.
okay. He says, "All right." Puts a bill of sale together, hands over the bill of sale, and takes the gold and thanks you kindly for your time and money spent. And then he hands you a little hunting pamphlet on wyverns and the values of wyvern scale in the area. And wyvern scale can actually be used to make some formidable armors. Just you got to have a decent armor. Um, and if you can come back with some actual intact corpses, they'll pay pretty pennies for them, depending upon weight and size. The chart says anywhere from 2 to 1,000 gold pieces, depending upon the weight and size. So, um,
Intact corpses, does that include heads?
no, this is mainly just for the pelts. I mean, they it does say in the process that if you want a trophy mounted, that they'd be happy to do it for a nominal fee off what you would charge them for the corpse itself.
Fair
So
enough.
they would taxiderm it, do the taxidermy job for you at the hunting lodge, is what he basically told you. Processing fees, etc. They would pay you for the pelt, but you would get the meat and the trophy, etc. Um, if you were to bring it all back.
Square deal. Thanks for the info, Cat.
He's very happy to oblige. Thanks you again. He toasts you with a shot of whiskey, shares with you before you go.
Oh, hangover.
Yep. That should he says that should help with the eyes there. I see it in the eyes, and he kind of puts the bottle back under the shelf and thanks you again for your time. All right, Wrath, you're heading over to the library.
Yes.
There's a couple of young people outside of the library, kind of reading over some books, talking about the local politics, bantering about the local chapels and which ones are deserving of the tithing. Um, and that's kind of where you're at right now. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go inside the library and see if there's any clerks at any of the desks.
Okay. There's a couple of clerks at the front, librarians. One lady looks up at you. Yes, sir.
Might I trouble you? I am looking for books about wyverns, perhaps their weaknesses. Are there any here?
Wyverns. Yes, one moment. She looks a little perturbed and gets up and walks over to the card catalog system and pulls out a big drawer. Wyvern. Terry Nook, Terry Stock, Terry Roth, Terry. There we are. Terry Nook. Wyverns and everything you want to know about them. A Traveler's Guide. All right. Now you have to understand, good sir, she's putting the book drawer back and she leads you along. Please follow me and take me by the hand. And she literally leads you by the hand down the hallway. Um, you see other librarians doing it with other people as well. She doesn't seem afraid at all that you're a huge dragonborn. She's a little frail looking human type. She leads you right along. Now, you have to understand that Terry Nook was a little senile. He was a halfling that was said to have traveled over the seas, which everyone knows is mostly a death warrant if you don't have yourself a good regiment of troops. So, with that being said, Terry Nook was a little nuts in the head. Somebody said it might have been a little bit too much the halfling weed. But just the same, some of the things that are said in the book can be taken and probably proven true. Just the same, here's the book you're looking for, sir, and that'll be 1 silver piece for the tour of the library. We're doing some renovations on the other side, and your contribution would be much, much helpful.
Here's your gold piece. Thank you very much, miss.
Your
And
kindness knows no bounds, sir.
may the blessings of Timora be with you.
Timora?
Yes, the goddess of luck, whom I serve. She is a benevolent goddess.
Perhaps you'll have to stop and talk with me sometime about her over a spot of tea. She walks back and puts it in the box, the renovations box.
I go to a table, sit down, and start sifting through it.
You learn about there is a lucrative market for the scales. The beings themselves have a natural armor of 13 armor class. So and of course, you don't know the rating in the game, but I'm just telling you as a player. So they have a relatively hard skin scale They um, are oftentimes used to make a scale mail armor. Um, and, if you bring back corpses of them, oftentimes people will pay decently. Um, there, there is uh, habitat wise, they like dark, dank caves. Usually, if it is indeed a wyvern, there will be a port of exit from said cave. Regardless of how many small entrances there will always be a large entrance because they won't be able to get in to the place to begin with if there isn't a large space for them to fit through. So, and a lot of them will take housing in old caverns off coasts, caverns off the side of mountains, places where um, people are less likely to travel. They are somewhat more of a secluded type of beast. And they are known to be cousins to the great dragons. They had two scaly legs, leathery wings, and a sinewy tipped tail with poison. So,
Does it mention any weaknesses?
uh, well, there is some notes scrawled in the back page of the book that says something about um, the underbelly of the wyvern,
So the underbelly might be a weak spot for them.
perhaps.
Good to know. I take the book back up to the front desk, give it to the same lady,
Mm-hmm.
and again bless her and wish her a good evening.
Okay, she does the same to you and asks, and asks that you visit any time. And she continues to do her thing.
And I also go back and tell everybody else the stuff I learned.
Okay, all right. All right. Steve, are you doing the same?
Yeah, I'm on my way back with information, my pamphlet.
Rock on. Okay,
I'm
so
assuming the goats will be delivered before we leave.
they sure will.
Hey, I got us goats.
Nice. Rinwin, your compatriot is back and says, "I got goats." Tarek, he's got goats.
Ooh, did anyone get explosives?
Well, that cat gave us some black powder. I just haven't figured out how we're going to get it in there yet.
Oh, I have an idea about that. Just
Something tells me I'm not surprised you got an idea about it.
wrap it in wax and shove it up the butt.
Yeah, it's like a turkey.
What?
Not the kind of fighting I'm into, cat, so you don't have to pull that on your own.
All right. Well, there's that. So, everybody arrives back at the bar then. Velendor, you and Truth are able to arrive back. The horses will be delivered before you leave. Are you getting a good night's rest before you take off? Or are you just leaving that morning in hopes to get there before daybreak? Or not daybreak, but nightfall?
So that's up to Runewin.
If we leave now, we'll make it there before nightfall. But if we leave in the morning, when would we get there?
Oh, if you leave now, you'll get there by nightfall. If you leave tomorrow morning, it would be in the afternoon tomorrow.
I feel like our group would rather sleep in a nice bed
Okay.
rather than on the floor.
Just curious, is there an actual advantage to having the daylight, or I mean, is it going to be dark in these caverns regardless of the light?
The caverns are going to be dark regardless, from what you understand. That the young man in the
I
surgery
guess it's
tent
just
was
a
telling
matter
you.
of
We don't have to go right into the caverns, do we? We can try and like trick them out, kill them.
Maybe. Yeah. Sure could.
At least get a couple that way before we go full on Harry Carey, Willie.
that's what we should have asked. Are they Are they like what you call it? You know,
Night fighters?
when they hunt, yeah, when they hunt at night, or are they like day?
Nocturnal.
Yeah, nocturnal.
You didn't see anything about them being nocturnal, although they do have. They are said to have dark vision, probably from living in caverns.
And say if they're sleeping at night, we might be able to catch them by surprise.
Hmm? It's a possibility.
Then again, if it's daytime and we feed them explosive goats,
The
then
pirates
they'll
are
explode.
fast.
That's a possibility too, but that's if you can, you know.
How do we ignite the goat once they eat them, though? That's the question.
Well, we'll just get a really long fuse and hang it out of its mouth, and then, you know.
I mean, I guess they fed gunpowder to fighting dogs to make them mad.
Let's piss
So
off
I
the
mean,
goats.
it's gonna piss the goats off, but sure.
They'll headbutt the wyverns. It'll be fun.
Any of the Dragonborn spit fire because that's how you can ignite the goats, right? That's a
I got a breath weapon, but I'm pretty sure it's not fire. I think it's.
Where's our magic user? He needs to cast delayed blast fireball.
Nikolai. He said he should be coming back at some point, but I talked to him
Yeah.
today and he didn't say anything about coming back yet. You
Well,
guys
I
need a
was,
magic
We'll be
user.
fine. Just bring the goats with us. We'll figure it out as we go.
yeah, I was thinking he said there's a switch that opens that thing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we could like stage the goats up there because I'm sure they're hungry. Like open the thing and first one out, close the thing, and then kill it. You know, I don't know. Something to
Why
think.
do Why am I thinking of Jurassic Park when the T Rex eats the goat?
It's kind of the image I've been going with most of the night.
It's like, what are they gonna do with that goat?
Must go faster.
Must go faster, must go faster. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you're able to you're able to get everything together. The horses mounted up. Bugs, Nikolai, they say they'll keep an eye on the ships and make sure that Boster doesn't do anything stupid while he's still in town because he's of course not allowed to be on the ships so much anymore. Um,
Yeah, especially mine.
after the attempted coup, uh, yeah, and being finally paid off by the royals so that they'll just leave you the hell alone because they got more important things for you to be doing. Um, yeah, you're gathered up, you're ready to go, and I take it you're setting out that morning, so everybody should have a full spell roster, full hit points, and ready to go to the Wyvern Cavern.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna slightly change my spell roster because I'm pretty sure I don't need walk on water.
Okay.
Also, I'm the one that has the fire breath weapon.
Ah, there we go.
For
So
some
the
reason,
name.
I forget what it is for the. What am I? Silver? Yeah, for the silver one. I want to say it's acid.
I think it is too. So that cat's like hand
No,
is like burning off over there.
I'm pretty sure it's ice. I
It
thought it
might
was
be ice. I'm looking.
because we had the whole fire and ice thing going.
On my sheet, it just says dragon or breath weapon.
Hold on. An icy blast. 60. Oh, no, that's an adult silver dragon. Oh, you're silver though, so it is icy, but that's an adult like silver dragon. Hold on, you were looking dragonborn. A little different. Silver, silver. 15-foot cone of cold. Yep,
Kona cold. I like the way that sounds.
yep, cone of cold. Yep, you can freeze the shit out of people.
Can I do it like in Terminator 2? Can I freeze them and then punch them and their head explodes?
Mm-hmm. You sure can.
Game on.
Or like a Sub-Zero fatality.
Nice, yeah.
Sub-Zero fatality.
Oh,
Friendship.
not to get derailed
Alright.
from the game, but I am ready for the new Mortal Kombat.
I am
Look-
too. I always get the Mortal Kombat fly through and be like, damn, I wish that would have lasted longer.
The new movie looks pretty stellar too.
It's got to be better than the first ones.
Oh, come on. All right.
Come on,
So
the high point of both of those movies was Johnny Cage doing the splits and punching Goro in the nuts.
Pharisees. You will die. All right. So you you guys are mounting up and riding out.
Yes.
Maybe you'll sit. Sorry. Where the hell is my stupid lyre?
Bring me a small
There
liar.
it is.
I almost wonder if
Got a
there's going to
liar.
be multiple entrances to the layer, aside from just the one place. Aside from just the mechanism.
Right, but your character didn't tell them that, like he didn't tell them some other details.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the area in which you are traveling to. When you arrive, you are located here, folks.
It's just white for me. Oh wait, never mind. I see it.
It's in the corner.
In the coroner.
In the corner.
Man, this map looks familiar.
It should. I gotta grab some coffee and we'll keep moving here. We may not get quite to where I want to tonight, but that's okay because I've got one more session with the other team too, and then I'm bringing everybody together. All right, it's gonna be great. All right, be right back.
Hey, if anybody finds a single Nike, we should probably ought to grab it for that cat.
A Nike
A shoe. Just one shoe.
for Joe?
No, for the one-legged guy.
Oh. Gotcha.
I want to see if I can't just get like a
So
horn.
I'm curious. This one-legged guy, I'm guessing that's your character from the other game.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, how is he role playing this guy right now?
Oh yeah, no, that is my assassin. And I pulled some rather spectacular fuckery because of sheer dumb luck.
Well, I guess that's a good thing you're still alive.
Say you're at least half right about that.
Though to be fair, I wasn't really looking for any other exits when I went down there. I just didn't tell you everything that we found down there.
That's okay, we'll find it.
You won't, because it's not there anymore.
It don't matter. I want me a wyvern hide.
I'll be back too.
Joe, if you're talking, you're muted.
Oh, I'm back. Wait on Valendor for a minute. We might have to call it here, and that's okay. But what I want to do here is I want to get you guys at least a description of what's going on. I gotta get some boulders real quick because I forgot
Are
about
we?
that.
Yeah, if you're wrapping up, I can wait a minute.
Are we
it's
all
okay.
still character level 8?
Until I am done with tonight, yeah.
Oh.
Boulders. Well, because you're gonna have to be level 9, and then after this mission, you'll have to be level 10 to match up with the other group.
Right.
There it is.
So by the time we finish the next session, we'll be 2 levels up.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Did you say we're leveling tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody made me a little rock pile. I don't know the creator of it, but it was from Dungeony.com.
We
I
didn't.
did. I did send you a direct message earlier
Oh.
on Zoom, Joe.
Oh, hold on.
If you didn't see it,
Yeah, gonna.
sort of related to level 9.
I didn't see it. I don't see it still. You'll have to tell me. Okay.
Yeah, I was just
Oh.
checking to see on getting Zephyr Strike added to Velendor with his bow history and truth going on.
Oh, we can totally talk about that. Yeah.
I figured at some point he may have acquired said spell.
Okay. So when you arrive, it's the look of the area. It looks like maybe there had been some fire going at one point, still smoldering a little tiny bit. Um, the tents have dead folk in them, and they've been picked clean. The bodies are starting to rot and decay and smell a little bit. Um, the cart itself, no, it's gone. Never mind. There is no cart there. That's gone. This don't exist. You can't see it. It's gone.
Oh, we
The,
brought a cart with us.
I know you did, but they took this old one with them when they left.
Okay.
Is this the are you talking about the Selenia group or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So this is the camp that you were told about, and it looks like the entrance to the place is like got a bunch of boulders in the front of it, like something caved in on the front of it. The guy didn't tell you anything about that.
That must have happened after we left.
No, you guys did it.
Hey, we did.
Didn't you guys pull the thing and cave it in? Yeah.
Pulled the dagger out, yeah.
Yep. The druid did.
Yep. There's a door down there, though.
All right. Well, this is probably going to be useless, but I want to burn my inspiration.
Okay.
Can I roll investigation in this area to see if I see anything that sticks out?
Yeah. Yeah. You
Can
can.
maybe use to our advantage.
All right. You start going up against the wall of the old fort and start feeling your way around.
Ooh, I don't even need to use inspiration. I don't think I got a 19 or no 20. Got a 20.
Yeah, you're moving around and you kind of move through some of the brush, and eventually you come across highs or lows.
Highs.
All right, so if you win, if I win, okay, you win. All right, there's a door up here at the top
Yes.
that you're able to come across. It looks like when you're going along the wall, all of it looks like it's stone, but the one part that at the end that looks like it's stone is not cold like the other stone. It's more cold like a sheet of wood or something.
Okay. I'm gonna be careful not to touch anything, but I'm gonna keep a mental note of that.
All right. All right. So you just kind of feel along the wall and you get to this section where it's kind of more wood textured than it is stone textured. However, it's colored like the stone is.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else doing any searching?
Yes, of course.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Is he searching around in the dark?
Perception or investigation. If you're actually getting your hands dirty and moving along the wall and everything, then investigation. If you're just looking around, perception and trying to hear and
My perception is +3. My investigation is 0.
Can I
okay, roll perception.
can I use my inspiration on another player? Is that possible?
Mm-hmm. Jerry, you're looking around with Velendor, and you guys think you see some light down here in this corner here. Well, through maybe a little crack in the wall.
All right. I'm gonna take a closer look at that then.
All right, as you get closer, you can see there is definitely a crack in the wall because there's a door that's been left open. It's very slight, but it's there.
Holy shit, I'm huge.
Oh, that happens with Dragonborn.
Oh my.
Well,
Big feet, big,
genetics and all.
big
I'm gonna
tails.
cast a spell, Joe.
What?
I'm gonna cast locate creature.
I was gonna say he's already enlarged enough. Let's, let's
My.
locate creature. Okay.
I name Wyvern,
Okay.
and it senses the direction of creature's location as long as the creature's within 1,000 feet of me. So I'm trying to basically get a number of how many wyverns are around.
Okay, so I'm pinging right now on the map where you're seeing stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're all underneath this area.
Okay, so just 6 though.
There's about 6 of them. Oh, and several little tiny pulses of life.
Okay.
About 6 or 7 little tiny pulses of life.
Clean the eggs.
Mm-hmm. What is it right about here? Ooh, I got the Wyvern Cave ready for you next time. Okay. So you found a couple of doorways in now. What are you doing next? Are you heading in before the night hits, or
Strategizing with the boss. What's he want us? How do he want to attack this?
Yeah. So I'll let everyone know about the little false wall that I found.
okay? One to the north. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody about the door down here that doesn't know.
One to the south. Okay. So the rubble may not be blocking every entrance in then. All right. Now, when you approach this bad boy, let me give you a quick explanation too. This might give you some idea. There's niter, old moss that grows along the sides of brick all over the place. In fact, the reason that you're able to spot where these doors may be is because the niter isn't rich there. It doesn't have the same textural makeup that the actual stone does. Therefore, when running your hands across, or for instance, looking after a rain or a mist, it would be clear to see that there would be some kind of doorway there, or at least that there wouldn't be any foliage growing there, which would be remarkably interesting. So, with respect to that, the layer itself is an old, beat up fort. It used to be utilized by the locals, but had been abandoned some years ago when the infrastructure started to fall in on itself. Now it's a little bit more understandable as to what may be going on here, what with there not really being any foundation under it to begin with. So,
Blow it
parts
up, cave it in on him. Sorry.
it. I mean, it probably not a 100% impossible idea, right? But you may have to find pillars under the ground. You never know. But with respect to that, you're basically over top of a large cavern, uh, and what's housed upon it, which has some caved in areas, etc., is essentially an old fort that would have housed maybe a regiment of troops. So, in its glory days, it was probably several floors. Now it's been reduced to about one.
So you said there's niter?
Oh, yeah, all over the place.
Isn't niter really flammable?
Hold on.
Say if it's what I think it is, we can use that for our exploding goats. which is awesome.
The niter, I said, see, it increases. It hangs like the moss upon the vaults. We are below the river's bed. The drops of moisture trickle among the bones. In short view, the reader in front of yeah, the what I knew it as a moss, but I think there's also an explosive as well.
Okay, so it's more of a moss,
I
Most
mean,
likely.
or it's an explosive moss.
You try it.
I just want to make things go boom.
I'm feeling an explosion.
They
yeah,
might
you're thinking of the crystal niter.
Yeah, okay.
they might use something. They might extract something from the moss to use to make the explosive.
He may be talking about he may be talking about a crystal. He says it hangs like moss, but maybe it's not moss. Maybe it is niter, like actual explosive compound in the book, Cask of Amontillado, the short story. So he may very well be talking about the mineral. I'll have to look that up. But no, there's a lot of moss on it. Yeah. I would think he was talking about moss and not, but maybe he wasn't. Okay. And so there is again some caved in area here, open door down here, and a closed door at the top. And that is basically where we're at this point. Um, we we have 2 weeks out would have been the 30th, but why don't we try to get together? Um, what would we be able to get together at an earlier time next time? Is that feasible?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, for me, anyways.
Jerry, Hunter, Son.
If we
What time
run,
is earlier time?
Like if I did 8 to 10:30, 8 to 11:30, because I'm thinking you guys will probably need 3 hours. 8 to 11:30, like on the 23rd, like next Friday or something, or the Friday after, maybe on the 7th or something.
Um, I think we might be able to do the 23rd.
If you guys are okay with it, I would be okay with it.
Because the only reason why we run at 10:30, or well, one of the reasons why we run at 10:30 is because my game's at 6:30,
Right,
and it goes to around 10 o'clock. So that gives me enough time to jump into this game. But
right,
that's every other week. So if we run the 23rd around 8 o'clock,
cool.
Yeah, I think that'd
that
work.
wouldn't interfere.
8 to 11:30, run 3 hours because this cavern will probably take you that long to get through. So
Nice.
okay, very cool. All right, let's do it then. We'll get together next Friday, run 3 hours, and we'll say Bob's your uncle.
Hmm.
Let me go shut the stream down for the evening. Thanks again, everybody that watched tonight. Want to thank all of our folks that help us and Arkenforge and Twitch and Twitter and all the people that make it possible. We really appreciate you. If we miss anybody, we apologize, but we do mean the utmost of respect. So thanks again, and I'll be shutting down the stream in just a moment, guys.
I'm gonna step off for a second. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go make sure everybody's in bed and stuff. So I'll see you guys next week.
See you, man.
See ya.
It was a good time. Nice game.
So we're heading